this example, we're going to use some more advanced techniques and play a chord structure that has 4 chords in it and a little bit faster rhythm. So Kenny, why don't you tell us what the chord progression is going to be?
We're going to be doing the 1-4-1-5 chord, or in the key of G, that would be G major to C major to G major to D major. Okay? You might also have heard of this as the tonic, the subdominant, the tonic, and the dominant if you're classically trained.
And for the clarinet players, we're going to be playing A, D, A, E. That's going to be our root motion. The other thing we're going to add into this is trading. So we're going to start off where I'm going to be improvising using the A major scale. And then when I'm sort of done doing my solo, I'm going to give Kenny a cue, and he's going to start taking a little solo himself, and I'm going to switch to playing the chord tones. And then he's going to throw it back to me, and we're going to end it. That's going to be our form. So why don't you count us in, and we'll get started.
Okay, we're going to do this with a bit of a funk groove, so here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. The short ending.
The short ending.
A
Nice.
little nod of the chin.
Nice. So as you can see, we're cueing each other with just very basic, simple things. It doesn't have to be big, massive gestures. If you're looking and also feeling, you can, as you get more experience in music, you'll feel where there are moments where things will tend to change. It's a lot like we use the train analogy all the time. There are places where, you know, the tracks can split off and go into different places. And in those moments, you want to be really paying attention and kind of keeping your eyes up and looking at what's happening. And also knowing what's coming next. So we had talked about, I was going to play a solo, and then I was going to pass it over. It's like passing a ball. So Kenny knows when I'm soloing, keep an eye out because it's coming over his way. And then when I'm playing accompaniment, I know it's coming back my way, and then I know we're ending. What were some of the things that you were thinking about as the piano player?
Well, I was thinking a lot about how scared I was about making mistakes, and it was kind of my inner 10-year-old, I think, because when I started taking piano lessons, there was a lot of voices in my head saying, "Oh, you got to play all the notes right, and music's got to sound perfect. You don't want to break it, you know." But I've spent years to learn how to just relax and stay in the moment and breathe. You know, if I'm getting nervous or scared about something, anything in life, actually, it's just coming back to that breath that helps you realize, hey, it's not the end of the world if I make a mistake. So I'm not the world's best piano player, but I love to explore and I love to learn, and I don't mind making mistakes. So that's why I was, willing to try this experiment. You know, Todd and I hadn't practiced any of this stuff before today. We're just bringing it up on the fly, and that's one of the great things about the universal language of music is you can make up these structures. It's kind of like meeting people and saying, hey, we got some building blocks here. Instead of just making our own thing, why don't we decide on a plan together? You know, you want to build something. How big is it going to be, and what is the pattern of colors you want to use, and learning to talk with other people about the music you're going to make is one of the best skills I think that music brings out in us, is the ability to listen to other people.
And music is really something that happens in the moment. Music isn't happening right now. It was happening like a couple of minutes ago when we were taking chances and listening and responding to each other. And one of my favorite quotes is from Miles Davis, the famous jazz trumpet player, who talks about there aren't any mistakes. A mistake is just an opportunity. And if you think about your life already so far, I'm sure taking the wrong turn off a road and ended up somewhere interesting and met some new people, and life is just like that. And music is a big part of life. And so when you think you've made a mistake, you're just presented with another opportunity.
For sure. It's a lot like just telling a story. I remember a teacher told me that not to think about the notes or worry about the notes too much, because I was getting a little too studied in, well, what note goes with which chord. And at the advanced level, there's a lot of teachers out there that show us how to do that. And it's a useful tool for sure. But sometimes you need to just think of your beginning, middle, end. That you're going to start the solo. You want to start it with a confident, whatever you do, make it confident or make it clear, and then do something, whatever happens in the middle. Well, you might take sidetracks, you might get lost from the group or whatever, but as long as you come in at the ending and it's clear at the ending, that's what people remember. Just like if you're giving a speech in class or doing any kind of public speaking, they say, or writing an essay, they say it's the first and the last thing that people really make an impression on them. So just focus on that.
So make a confident ending.
Exactly. And use timing as your best friend.